Hey, it's Thunder with Muffin here. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I've got an awesome game I had with the Puma. I absolutely love this thing. This thing is just great to play with. It is so fast. You're able to get to such effective positions. And even when I did play World of Tanks Blitz, for those that have been following my channel for a long time, I just always had preferred lighter armored vehicles. Using their maneuverability, getting to those key positions really off the bat at the beginning of a match, and it really gives you that advantageous start at the beginning of a game that you can completely catch your enemies off guard, and that is exactly what this thing does really, really well at. We're right now getting up to almost about 60 kilometers an hour. And now I understand why there's no wheeled vehicles in World of Tanks Blitz. Obviously, World of Tanks PC and console. But I don't know, is this thing even in? I know they have wheeled vehicles in World of Tanks PC, but do they have this vehicle? I'm not actually sure. And the funny thing is that the vehicles that they do have in War Thunder are all vehicles, I think, they're all vehicles that historically were built and existed, which I just love that extra layer of realism. So getting to this key position, you can see I'm already up right on the enemy lines, and I'm listening, trying to see if there's any enemies coming over to my left, just being very cautious, coming out around the corner here, and just not trying to be out in the open. I'm going to try and use this flank over here, and it's so funny because it's almost like every time I play this map, there's not a whole lot of players that come over on this side, and I don't know what it is. We're keeping an eye out. I do see one of my teammates moving up. Some smoke's being popped. Now that Puma being up right on the front lines right there, having absolutely no armor, is super dangerous. You cannot be in a position like that with this thing. I mean, it's crazy because in this game of War Thunder, every weapon that is on a vehicle you can use. So you have like machine guns like 50 cals, and 50 cals will go right through this thing. You don't even need the cannon. Most people that I get shot by won't even use their main cannon. They'll just use a machine gun. Just excellent side shots. Paying attention, I definitely notice there's more. I want to wait here just a little bit because as I'm looking at my map, I do see I'm still pretty much on the front lines. And I've kind of got the hang of understanding how far another vehicle is or a potential enemy is based on its engine sound. It was always kind of hard for me to figure out how far an enemy away was just based on the sound, but I think I'm kind of getting it. See that little Wolverine right here. Excellent hit. Man, that feels good. That just feels so good. And just something you just can't get out of Blitz. Now, I know War Thunder is way less forgiving and can be just as frustrating, but man, when you get those kills off on other enemies, every shot makes just such a big difference. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just so much more fun, in my opinion, to be able to get a shot on an enemy and just cripple them to the point where it like affects them almost basically the rest of the game. Yeah, you can get a crew member back, you can repair things, but sometimes when it comes to crew members especially, you can't get all your crew back. And your tank sometimes will never perform as well as it does at the beginning. It's just so satisfying. So I think I'm starting to hear something off to my left-hand side. I'm not 100% sure, but it's getting very loud, and I almost can't tell if it's my friends. But it's just so funny, like, so many enemies just driving up, like, out in the open, almost completely ignoring this side flank and not even, yeah, just not even expecting to get shot over here. Now, using a machine gun, all I got to do is just take out their crew. Now, I am hearing sounds off to my left-hand side. There is somebody right over on this other side of the wall. and I'm just listening. I try to go ahead and drop Artie. It does say in German that I'm wanting an artillery strike on my position. I almost kill myself right there. Now in muddy terrain, this thing can be pretty slow. I'm gonna try to get around just on the other side here to see if I can get eyes on whatever I'm hearing. I see this thing and I'm like, oh shoot, that's got a really good cannon. It's like these 2 machine guns, and that thing will just rip me to shreds. Now, I didn't quite get a good shot, but my artillery, I couldn't have timed that perfectly. Like, more perfectly. That was just crazy. I called that artillery strike so much earlier thinking he was already there. There was one hit that happened, and then the rest of them coming down near my position. One of them ends up taking him out. It was crazy. So just kind of waiting for this smoke to clear. We're going to see if we can get just some more shots off on the side. Yeah, and it's much harder to try and find enemies than in World of Tanks or World of Tanks Blitz. They sometimes just blend right in. I almost didn't even see that guy. And I don't want to go completely out in the open. I want to kind of maintain my cover going behind here, keeping myself as safe as possible. Getting up on this bridge could be a pretty good position and gives you really good outlook in this huge open field right as they're coming out into the main battle area. I see this guy in front, but I don't want to give away my position to this guy, the second guy behind him. So I took out the guy behind him first, take out the guy in front. And I've seen a lot of that from other YouTubers and stuff, watching them, people that have been playing this game a lot longer than me. And I actually have experienced that where I shoot the guy in front first, and then it alerts the second guy, and then he points his cannon at me, and then I get taken out. Now that could have been a close one. His shot could have done some serious damage to me, but I got real lucky there. I was taking a little bit of a gamble. I knew he was aiming at me. I already tried getting one shot, and I knew he knew where I was. And at this point, our team is pushed fairly far up that very confident we have this one in the bag. I'm going to try keep pushing up here, seeing if I can spot anyone. I see some gunfire going up in the air. I can hear someone over here, but I can't quite see him. And it's almost like I can hear someone coming, but I can't quite tell. And at first, I'm not sure if there's something messed up with my sound right now, because sound in War Thunder kind of works in a 3D way. And if you listen to it, it almost sounded like it was coming from in front of me. But then as I drove forward and looked behind me, it almost seemed like it was just my own teammate. So I don't know. I think there might have been something a little glitchy with the sound effects. And look at that. There we have it. 11 kills. I've had another game where it was 13 kills, but I died twice. This one is so far my best game. Playing for about 5 months now. Definitely getting the hang of it. But, man, so much fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this awesome gameplay. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.